What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400, one half of Straight Off the Ave. Shout out to my co-host, Mr. Dubbins, and this is Smitster Reacts. Shout out to the subscribers. Welcome back. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. New content every day. Had to put the had to put a little bit of emphasis on every day. I've been slacking on every day, but the move is over. We here. We here, baby. We here. Check it out, man. Kendrick Lamar has evidence of Drake bending for Diddy. That's the title of the video. Well, not really the title, but that's the topic of the video. Shout out Culture Covered. You feel me? Let's get right into this without further ado. Let's see what this is about. Spill the tea.
Y'all remember when Diddy smacked Drake in 2014?
Yep.
At a club in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Drake really ever got over that.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake.
That nigga know he capping.
Drake is, right now, that's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake. Drake is my friend.
So Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been going at it for a while, but this week Kendrick turned up the heat with his track Euphoria, which is basically a lyrical beatdown aimed straight at Drake's character. Seriously, every line in
Look, exactly what I said, bro. This whole beef, this man Kendrick has been going at Drake's character. Everybody get lost in the beat and all the fancy ish. This man been going at this man character, like holding the mirror up, like this is you. This is you. Crazy.
that track is pure gold, and I don't even see how Drake can respond to this. But let's zoom in on one particular jab that's got everyone talking. Kendrick's mention of Diddy's infamous slap on Drake back in 2014. So the official story was that Diddy slapped Drake over some song disagreement, but the streets are now buzzing with a different tale. According to the grapevine, the real reason behind Diddy's slap might have been a bit more personal. Rumor has it that Diddy wasn't too thrilled about Drake dissing his rumored boy toy Meek Mill during their well-publicized feud. Allegedly, Diddy had a soft spot for Meek, and Drake's disses didn't sit well with him. But wait, there's more. Some insiders are whispering that this whole ordeal wasn't just about music. It was allegedly a full-blown love triangle, and Kendrick's not-so-subtle hint in Euphoria about Drake swinging for the other team has tongues wagging even more.
Hold up. So you trying to say that this is all because of the fact that there's a lover's quarrel? Like, why you talking about my man, Pauls? It's not as far-fetched as it seems. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not as far-fetched as it seems. Wow.
So what exactly did Kendrick spill about Drake and Diddy's relationship? And was that slap really a lover's quarrel? Let's break it down. So let's begin with the timeline of Drake and Diddy's falling out, because rumors are now going around that these two were more than friends at one point, and allegedly that's the reason Drake doesn't even want to touch the topic of Diddy in public anymore. Let's take it back to December 2014, when Twitter went wild with unexpected gossip courtesy of Charlamagne the God and DJ Sam Sneak. They spilled the beans that Drake and Diddy got into a brawl at Club Live in Miami during DJ Khaled's birthday bash, and according to Charlamagne, Diddy either slapped or punched Drake.
Although there was no footage of this, based on people that I've spoken to close to the situation, Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I was laying in my bed and my phone kept ringing. I'm like, why my phone keep ringing at 4 o'clock in the morning? So I go to look at my phone, and it's my dude, like, my dude. And they ain't, he ain't no just random guy in the club. This is somebody that
Your homie.
everybody knows.
Right.
He's like, boy, you wouldn't just believe what happened. I'm like, what?
And y'all know how that be. Imagine you laid down, you know what I'm saying, and one of your peoples hit you up, like, always give you creditable info. Y'all been, like, your peoples hit you up and say, yo, such and such just got slapped by, you know what I'm saying, Drake just got slapped, punched on by Diddy. Like, we know how that goes.
Diddy just slapped Drake.
And look, Charlemagne so petty. Like, why? Charlemagne, you know he gonna spill the tea any goddamn way. You feel what I'm saying?
Slapped or punched?
I heard a slap. He slapped Drake. He was like behind the scenes behind Club Live. I said like at the back entrance.
A slap is worse than a punch. As a man, a slap is worse than a punch. That man said.
Back door. I'm like, get the out of here. You call you. But I knew it was real because it was 4 o'clock in the morning. But you know, everybody know I'd be up because I gotta, go do the Breakfast Club in the morning. But lo and behold, it turned out that it was true.
As for Sneak, he claimed that Drake ended up in the hospital with a dislocated shoulder, which TMZ later confirmed. But despite rumors flying around it being over Cassie, Sneak insisted that that wasn't the case. Now jump ahead to December 2010-2014, and suddenly there's footage popping up everywhere of Diddy throwing shade at Drake, accusing him of stealing the beat for the hit track 0 to 100. TMZ obtained video of Diddy performing at a show, and he was heard telling the crowd, "I gave this ish to this and this stole the ish before he played 0 to 100.
I'm gonna play this next beat. I gave that to this stole it from me. Play that. Being on some chill. 0 to 100 real quick.
Why, that's Drake's hit song 0 to 100, and that's Diddy at a concert back in June saying it was stolen.
Now here's the kicker. Diddy claimed he handed the production over to Drake, yet he also accused Drake of swiping the beat. Anyway, things escalated to a physical showdown between Drake and Diddy over this drama, supposedly leaving Drake with a banged up shoulder. By the way, 0 to 100 ended up scoring a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Performance, so you can imagine how that might have stirred the pot even more. Now at first, both Diddy and Drake stayed silent on social media, but then Drake hopped on Instagram to share a photo of himself in a robe with the caption, "They're either talking ish about you or stealing the ish you're talking. Either way, the name been poppin'." But then this photo surfaced of Drake seemingly sporting a black eye, and some sources claimed that this was Diddy's handiwork. Meanwhile, Rap-A-Lot CEO Jay Prince decided to hop into the conversation to have Drake's back, and he dropped this bizarre diss track directed at Diddy, saying Diddy crossed a line by putting his hands on Drake because Drake is family.
And the weak shit from Puffy and Suge is on my radar. First of all, Puffy, feeling like he can put his hands on my family, open the doors for his family to be touched. You reap what you sow.
But here's the twist. Fast forward to May 2015, and TMZ drops a bombshell. They report that Drake and Diddy buried the hatchet with a phone call. According to TMZ, the two had a heart-to-heart and decided to squash their beef behind closed doors. Apparently, they figured out they'd be crossing paths at a bunch of the same events over the summer, and they didn't want things to get awkward. But Drake and Diddy neither confirmed nor denied this report. Finally, on August 17, 2015, Diddy addressed the drama for the first time during his Breakfast Club appearance. And while he claimed he never put his hands on Drake, fans thought Diddy's body language was telling a different story.
You know, historically, we've heard about you putting hands on people throughout the years. Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is...
Yo, look
right
at his
now,
son, bro. Look at his son.
That's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake.
Son,
Drake is my friend.
What happened to the 0 to 100?
That was a total rumor.
Yeah, what happened to the beat, the 0 to 100? They said that was your record at first. Was there any truth to that? Even there was a clip of you at a club.
Yeah. There was a 0 to 100 was initially a record that was my record, and then
look, anybody that do music, you ever took a beat to a studio and then left and then came back and some other nigga was on the beat? That nigga's Drake. And that shit do make you want to slap. Look, So I believe him. I ain't gonna hold you. I believe him.
Somehow there became, just a misunderstanding because we was working with the same producers. Honestly, it was a misunderstanding. Honestly, Drake is actually my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? As far as songwriting and albums.
But then Diddy brought up Meek Mill, who was beefing with Drake at the time. And in hindsight, fans are wondering if Diddy slapping Drake had something to do with Drake dissing Meek.
It's been like that for a couple of years. Meek is my boy, and at the end of the day, when it comes, when it comes to the situation, it's all about the lyrics and everything. But
Meek is my boy. Drake is popping off against Meek. I'm riding. I'm slapping him.
It wasn't anything that that was really that big of a deal.
Now fast forward about a year later, and in June 2016, Drake drops 4 p.m. in Calabasas, seemingly referring to that altercation from 2014 and taking shots at Diddy. For instance, when Drake mentions Diddy's take that line, certain it's just too wild to reconcile. Take that, no love in their heart, so they fake that. DiCaprio level the way they play that. Damn, and what is that? And there's also a nod to Diddy's debut album, No Way Out, where Drake mimics Diddy's laugh from Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. Even had the OG trying to press me, ha 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 ha, no way out, cause I'm already in it, Drake raps. But despite these direct shots, Diddy decided to stay silent and not respond. And then on August 23rd, 2016, Diddy made a surprise appearance at Drake's Summer 16 concert in Greensboro, North Carolina. But here's the catch. He decided to chill in the back instead of chilling in the VIP section. And although Diddy looked like he was having a good time, there aren't any photos of him with Drake during the show. Some folks saw this as a sign that everything was cool between them, but it's tough to say for sure. Now skip ahead a few days and something unexpected goes down. At the 2016 VMAs, Diddy steps up to present the award for Best Hip Hop Video. But when Drake is announced as the winner for the track Hotline Bling and doesn't show up, Diddy grabs it for him. He says Drake's stuck in traffic and invites him to swing by and grab the Moon Man from his place.
He know that was a setup. Like, yo, come to the crib, buddy. Like, come to the crib, buddy. Yeah, come get that. You feel me? Swacking. That's never look. He as tough as Drake want to talk on tracks after the fact, he really put hands on you, allegedly, right? So what can you really say? You could talk, it's like, you know, you could talk from over there, but when I see you, matter of fact, come pick this award up. Crazy.
Check this out. Hey yo, Drake is stuck in traffic, so I'm gonna take this mo of me all the way back to the crib. Yo, Drake, come get this. Yeah.
So Twitter immediately goes into overdrive, dredging up the past between Drake and Diddy, and the jokes start flying. Someone said, Diddy definitely almost slipped up and let his true thoughts slip out just now. And another user added, come get this, you than what Puff really wanted to say. Now, despite the confusion over the VMA incident and those lingering questions about the 4 p.m. in Calabasas lyrics, reports start circulating that Drake and Diddy have actually been tight for quite some time. Drake even hooked Diddy up with tickets to the Summer 16 tour, and at this point, it seemed like the drama was finally over. Well, maybe it was over for a minute, but here comes Drake's self-proclaimed hater Kendrick Lamar with some juicy gossip, and suddenly, Diddy and Drake's drama is making headlines again. So in his brutal new diss track directed at Drake, Euphoria, there's this line that references Diddy slapping Drake back in 2014, and Kendrick raps, you gon' make an end, bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashing something. By the way, Chubbs is Diddy's longtime bodyguard and friend, and Drake often brags in songs about how Chubbs will do it for him. But now Kendrick's throwing shade, wondering if all that tough talk about Chubbs was just for show, because Drake and his crew apparently did nothing when Diddy slapped Drake in a packed club. But Kendrick wasn't done yet. There's also this line where Kendrick insinuates that Drake's real competition is women because he bats for the other team. Kendrick raps, when I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop with them. Now, there's some wild speculation swirling around about these lines, and some people are going out on a limb and suggesting that Kendrick's decision to bring up Diddy's slap right after hinting that Drake might be into guys is no coincidence. They're theorizing that Drake, Diddy, and Meek might have had more than just a friendship back in the day. One fan said, I believe the reason Drake got slapped by Diddy was because the song Drake did, 0 to 100, was about Meek Mills, which was Diddy's little boy toy at the time. And another one added, sounds like a lover's quarrel to me. We already know how the champagne poppy gets down, allegedly. But what's your take on this whole mess surrounding Drake and Kendrick's new diss track? And what do you think Diddy slapping Drake was really about?
Ain't no telling what it was about, apparently. You know what I'm saying? There really ain't no telling what it was about. And it's just like, look, at the end of the day, if you know the man got touched, the man got touched. Can't get on the track and start talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And look, when it comes to Kendrick's approach and the way that he's really putting these tracks together, how he's strategically saying certain things and strategically, you know, waiting for Drake to do, like how Drake released Family Matters and then he comes with Meet the Grams. and he told him from the jump, like, your ish is predictable. He baiting this man. He baiting this man. I'm waiting to see how Drake's gonna come back from this, man. At the end of the day, this is good for hip hop. This is good to see two greats sparring, two greats sparring. And yeah, man. This ish getting wild. Sign off in the comments. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. Join the fam. Shout out to the subscribers. We appreciate y'all over here. You know what I'm saying? And look, this has been Smitster Reacts, the homie Smitster 400, signing off. Y'all have a good one wherever you at in the world. Owie.